One of the big updates, actually, there's been a couple big updates, but one of the big updates that we've had is dealing with users with large database, large number of contacts in their database. A few weeks ago, actually, a couple months ago, we had a user with a little over 6,000 records, which it was a little delayed. It wasn't too bad, but then we got some other agents that came on that had over 20,000. A couple of them had over 27,000. One of them. So whenever you were coming into the system, it's trying to show all 27,000 records, and it just becomes a real challenge to maneuver. Very slow, stuff like that, which we don't want. We want to make this as fast as possible. So in those cases where you have a large database, and technically you could do this on a small database as well. If you have a small database and you want to set up some predefined filters, this could be useful as well. So what this is instead of just coming into the screen, I'm going to just go into my dashboard for a second, just to make it kind of standardized here. In the upper right hand corner, you can click on your initials and then go to setup. In the setup, we have a section here called menu options. And I put it in under menu options because technically it's adding a layer of menus to the contact section. But there's this new option here called show contact filters. And by default, it is off. If you guys go in there, it'll be off. If you turn it on, it then becomes a default that will stay on. And this is system-wide. So if you turn it on, then everybody on your team will get the same effect. This is not user basis. And we did that because for large databases, if you've got 27,000 records, you really don't need access to all 27,000 all the time. You probably only need access to, a few hundred based off of a certain criteria of some sort. So turn that on. And then what happens is whenever you come into your contacts, you'll see that this change filters menu is available. Now, what it did was whenever I came into the contacts, it immediately showed me my default set of filters because I'd actually been in there before. If I were set up for you guys, and I'm going to go ahead and just do this. I'm going to delete my default setup here and back up. And now if I come into my contacts and I do not have a default set up, well, maybe it didn't default. Should have. That's interesting. It should pop up and ask you, maybe it's because there's not enough records in there to worry about. It'll come up to this screen by default now. So whatever you have in your tags, in your milestones and stuff like that, it'll show the options that you can pick and choose from. The advantage here is if you've got 30,000 names in your database, you don't really need them all, but you might want to say, well, I want to typically look at my clients that are A's and B's, some number of contacts that meet that criteria are important to you on a regular basis. So you could set up this criteria and you could save this, clients with A or B, and then click on save. Now what that does is that puts this up here as a drop down in the list. You can set up multiple different filters. You can choose however you want. So maybe I have a clients A and B, maybe I have a clients A, B, C, and D, and I can do a filter save as and say clients with A through D, whatever. You set up the criteria the way you want. If there's certain milestones you want to see by default, or certain statuses, certain tags, maybe you've got your top 150 or something like that as tags, select that tag in the list, set that up, and then you can come over here and say set as default. And then whenever you come over here and say show contacts, then it will bring up anybody in your database that's marked as client that has an A or B. Now, all of my clients in this, actually, this is Cody's database, but are all set to A's, so no big deal there. But what that's doing is very quickly filtering down from 30,000 records or whatever down to just those that really matter.